Hello friends. Have you ever wondered what kind of god or goddess you could become if you possess divine power? What role the stars might assign you in the celestial pantheon, based on your zodiac sign? Today, we're diving into the mysterious world of astrology and mythology to uncover what kind of deity Aries would embody. Aries is fire, energy, and raw power. Imagine yourself standing atop a mountain, with a volcano rumbling beneath your feet. The ground shakes, the wind howls, but you remain fearless. You are the embodiment of primal strength, the force that drives the world forward. If Aries were to ascend to godhood, they become the deity of war, leadership, and unyielding will. Let's explore how this might look if the stars crowned Aries with divine status. You are the god or goddess of war and change. Aries, the first sign of the zodiac, is no stranger to the battlefield, whether literal or metaphorical. As a god or goddess, you wouldn't just be a warrior, you'd be the embodiment of purposeful conflict and the transformative power of action. Aries is born to charge forward, fight for what they believe in, and inspire others to do the same. Imagine a deity standing tall, a fiery spear blazing in their hand, ready to face any challenge. This is not a mindless force of destruction, but a divine strategist who understands the balance between action and patience, attack and retreat. Your essence as the god or goddess of war and change is deeply rooted in justice. When you enter the fray, it's not to create chaos, but to restore balance and protect those who cannot defend themselves. You ignite courage in the hearts of your followers, not through commands, but by example. Every action you take reflects a higher purpose, inspiring loyalty and confidence. Those who seek your favor know they are aligning themselves with a deity who values bravery, honesty, and determination above all else. Your temple would be nothing short of awe-inspiring. Perched atop a towering mountain, it would symbolize the challenges one must overcome to gain your favor. The path to reach it would be steep and treacherous, but those who persevere would find themselves standing before a circle of eternal flames, glowing with the light of your divine energy. Within this sacred space, your followers would pray for strength, clarity, and the courage to face their fears. Each prayer would be a pledge to move forward in life, no matter how daunting the journey. Your divine message to the world would be clear and resolute: the path is made by those who dare to walk it. Don't fear the fire, it forges you. This mantra reflects your belief that adversity is not something to be avoided but embraced as a tool for growth. Every battle fought, every challenge faced, and every risk taken brings people closer to their true selves, and you stand as a beacon of guidance through it all. The myth of the Aries god. Let's delve deeper into the captivating legend of the Aries god, a deity born under the fiery sign of Aries, destined to bring light to a world drowned in chaos. The story begins at the dawn of time, a period when the universe was wild, untamed, and dominated by the oppressive forces of primordial darkness. These ancient powers, cruel and unrelenting, ruled over humanity with iron fists, keeping mortals bound by fear and hopelessness. The sky was perpetually shrouded in shadow, and the stars barely dared to shine. From this abyss of despair, a spark was born, small at first, but fierce, and impossible to extinguish. This spark grew into a blazing flame, and from it emerged the Aries god, a being of unmatched courage and power. They radiated light so intense that it pierced through the darkness like a comet streaking across the night sky. Their heart burned with unyielding fire, and their eyes, set to glow like molten gold, could see through lies and uncover the truth hidden beneath layers of deceit. This was not a god born of peace or silence, this was a god forged in the crucible of defiance, destined to challenge the status quo and ignite change. The legend tells of how the Aries god descended to earth, drawn by the cries of humanity. Mortals, trapped under the rule of monstrous beings and ancient tyrants, had lost hope. Entire civilizations lived in submission, too afraid to resist. But the Aries god, armed with a sword forged from the heart of a dying star, would not stand idly by. They saw the fear in humanity's eyes and vowed to free them, no matter the cost. The first battle waged by the Aries god was one for the ages. They faced the beasts of chaos, colossal, shape-shifting creatures born from the void itself. These beasts were said to tower over mountains and wield powers that could crush worlds. But the Aries god met them head-on, their every movement like a lightning strike, their every blow filled with the strength of 1,000 suns. The clash of their sword against the monster's claws shook the heavens, creating thunder that roared across the skies. However, the Aries god's greatest strength wasn't just their combat prowess. It was their ability to inspire. Witnessing the god's bravery, mortals who had once cowered in fear found courage stirring within them. They began to rise, one by one, picking up whatever weapons they could find. Farmers, artisans, and even children joined the fight, driven by the god's unshakable determination. Together, alongside their divine leader, they waged war against the darkness, toppling the oppressive powers that had held them captive for so long. In the climactic moment of the myth, the Aries god faced the primordial shadow, the embodiment of all fear and despair. This final battle was unlike any other. The shadow whispered doubts, tried to extinguish the god's flame with lies and illusions, but the Aries god stood firm. They declared, "Your darkness is no match for the fire of the fearless." With one final strike of their star-forged sword, the Aries god shattered the shadow, releasing a wave of light that washed over the world. From that day on, the Aries god became a symbol of hope and defiance. They did not claim the world as their own or demand worship for their deeds. Instead, they returned to the stars, leaving humanity with a powerful message: fear is your only enemy. Face it, and you will always win. Traits of the divine Aries. The Aries god or goddess isn't just a powerful figure, they are the embodiment of raw energy, courage, and the relentless drive to transform the world around them. Every trait of the Aries deity reflects their unstoppable nature and their profound influence over the cosmos and its inhabitants. Let's dive deeper into the defining qualities that make this celestial figure an undeniable force of nature. Leadership power. Leadership isn't just a skill for the Aries deity, it's an innate part of their existence. They are born to lead, not through fear or force, but through inspiration and action. Picture this: armies standing on the brink of battle, hesitant and uncertain, until the Aries god steps forward. Their mere presence commands attention, their voice cuts through doubt like a clarion call, and suddenly, those armies feel unstoppable. Even other gods recognize the divine Aries as a natural leader. While many deities may vie for control or dominance, the Aries god doesn't need to demand respect, it's freely given. Their charisma is magnetic, drawing others toward them with a gravitational pull that's impossible to resist. But their leadership isn't about personal glory, it's about empowering those who follow them. Under the Aries deity's guidance, mortals and gods alike rise to achieve greatness they never thought possible. Their leadership is not limited to grand battles or cosmic struggles. The Aries god leads in every aspect of life, from inspiring individuals to chase their dreams to sparking revolutions that reshape entire worlds. They show others that true leadership comes from courage, conviction, and the willingness to lead by example, no matter the cost. Fiery energy. Fire is the element most associated with Aries, and as a deity, their connection to it is nothing short of cosmic. The Aries god's power is drawn directly from the sun and stars, a boundless reservoir of energy that fuels their every action. This energy isn't just about destruction, it's also about creation, transformation, and illumination. Imagine a world plunged into darkness, where despair hangs heavy in the air. The Aries god steps forward, and with a wave of their hand, the sky ignites with light. Flames erupt, not to destroy, but to cleanse and rejuvenate. Their fiery energy brings warmth to the cold, courage to the fearful, and clarity to those lost in shadows. This fire is both literal and symbolic. On one hand, the Aries god wields flames as their weapon, capable of scorching entire battlefields and reducing enemies to ash. On the other hand, their fire represents passion, drive, and the unstoppable force of ambition. They are a living flame, burning brightly and reminding the world that energy, when harnessed with purpose, can change everything. Unbreakable will. To the Aries deity, the concept of giving up simply doesn't exist. Their will is as unyielding as the mountains and as constant as the rising sun. Challenges are not obstacles to them, they are opportunities to prove their strength and determination. In myth, it is said that the Aries god once faced an immortal foe who could only be defeated by enduring a trial of endless storms. Where others faltered and gave up, the Aries deity stood firm, enduring the storm's fury without flinching. Their unbreakable will is a testament to their belief that perseverance is the key to overcoming any challenge. This trait isn't just about physical endurance, it's also about mental and emotional strength. The Aries god teaches their followers that doubt and fear are natural, but they are not excuses to stop moving forward. When mortals pray to the Aries deity, it is often for the strength to keep going when the odds feel insurmountable. The god's message is clear: victory belongs to those who refuse to give up. As a deity, this unshakable will extends to their role as a protector and leader. They will never abandon those who rely on them, no matter how dire the situation becomes. Their determination serves as a beacon, showing others that resilience is the ultimate weapon in the face of adversity. Transformative presence. Wherever the Aries god goes, transformation follows. This is not a passive deity who sits on a celestial throne, watching the world from afar. The Aries god is an active force, constantly reshaping their surroundings and challenging the status quo. When the Aries deity steps into a stagnant situation, they bring movement. When they encounter injustice, they bring change. They are a catalyst, sparking revolutions, inspiring innovation, and encouraging growth. This transformative presence is both their greatest gift and their most potent tool. In mythology, it's said that the Aries god once visited a kingdom where the people had fallen into complacency. Crops withered, the skies darkened, and the people lived without hope. With a single strike of their fiery spear, the Aries deity shattered the kingdom's false peace, forcing the people to rise and rebuild stronger than before. Their lesson was clear: transformation is not always comfortable, but it is necessary for progress. This transformative presence also extends to individuals. Those who encounter the Aries god find themselves changed, their fears burned away and their potential ignited. The deity's influence inspires mortals to shed their old selves and embrace the fire within, emerging stronger, braver, and more determined than ever before. Your role in the mythical pantheon. If we were to envision a grand mythical pantheon, filled with gods and goddesses representing the full spectrum of existence, your place as Aries would be among the most dynamic and respected. Like the ancient gods of war, such as Ares in Greek mythology or Mars in Roman legend, your domain would encompass strength, conflict, and the pursuit of victory. But your purpose would extend far beyond the typical image of a war deity. Unlike those who revel in chaos or destruction for its own sake, your mission would carry a deeper, more profound significance: to fight for justice, protect the vulnerable, and inspire transformation in a world that often clings to stagnation. You wouldn't just represent the physical aspect of war, the clash of weapons or the roar of battle. Instead, you'd embody the philosophical and moral side of conflict, the internal battles people fight to overcome fear, doubt, and oppression. Your role in the pantheon would make you a unique figure, revered not just for your might, but for the hope and inspiration you bring to those in need. What the Aries god or goddess means to people. For mortals, you are not just a deity of power and action, you are a symbol of unshakable bravery and the fire of determination that resides in every heart. You represent the courage to face life's challenges head-on, even when the odds feel insurmountable. Your presence offers comfort and strength in the darkest moments, reminding your followers that fear is not a reason to stop but an invitation to grow. Mortals turn to you when life demands bold decisions or when they find themselves standing on the edge of the unknown. Whether it's starting a new journey, taking a life-changing risk, or finding the strength to persevere after failure, you are the guiding force that pushes them forward. To those who pray to you, you are not just a god or goddess, they see you as a divine spark that awakens their inner warrior. A beacon of bravery. In the eyes of your followers, you are the ultimate embodiment of courage. When fear threatens to paralyze, your name is invoked as a source of strength. Farmers might pray to you before facing a harsh season, soldiers before marching into battle, and inventors before unveiling a daring new creation. You are not a passive god who simply watches from the heavens, your energy flows through every act of bravery, no matter how small. But your courage isn't about recklessness. You teach mortals that bravery doesn't mean the absence of fear, it means acting despite it. Your worshippers understand that fear is a natural part of life, but it should never hold them back. By praying to you, they seek the resolve to step into the unknown, knowing that even if they stumble, they can always rise again. The teacher of resilience. Your role isn't limited to granting mortals the courage to act, you also teach them the value of resilience. Life is filled with challenges, and many of your followers come to you when they feel defeated or broken. In their prayers, they ask not for an easy path, but for the strength to continue fighting. You remind them that failure is not the end but a stepping stone to success. Through your divine guidance, mortals learn that every fall carries the opportunity to rise stronger. Your followers understand that it's better to face failure boldly than to live a life of regret for never having tried. The god or goddess of decision-making. Critical moments often bring mortals to their knees, torn between choices and weighed down by doubt. In these times, your followers look to you for clarity and the courage to make decisions with confidence. They believe that your presence inspires not only action but also wisdom in navigating life's crossroads. Imagine a young warrior preparing to defend their village, or a leader deciding whether to risk everything for their people. They would kneel before your altar, seeking your guidance. You wouldn't hand them the answer, but you would light a fire in their soul, encouraging them to trust their instincts and follow their hearts. Your divine symbol. Every god or goddess is defined by their emblem, a symbol that encapsulates their essence, power, and presence. For you, as Aries, your divine symbol would be one of boldness, energy, and unstoppable determination. Two iconic representations stand out for your celestial identity, the flaming spear and the golden ram. Each is rich in meaning, woven with myth and mystique, and serves as a source of inspiration for your followers. Your symbols aren't just decorative, they carry deep significance and serve as tools for transformation. They are reminders of your fiery nature, your leadership, and your ability to face challenges head-on. Let's explore the power of these symbols in greater detail. The flaming spear. The flaming spear is the ultimate representation of your divine energy. It's a weapon, yes, but also much more than that. Its fire doesn't merely burn, it illuminates, cleanses, and transforms. It symbolizes your readiness for action, your ability to cut through darkness, and your unyielding drive to push forward, no matter the obstacle. In myths, the flaming spear would be described as a weapon forged from the core of a dying star, glowing with an eternal flame that can never be extinguished. Its flames are said to burn only for the righteous, and when wielded by the Aries god or goddess, it becomes a beacon of hope for their followers and a tool of justice for their enemies. The spear is more than a weapon of destruction, it's an instrument of change, lighting the path for those brave enough to follow you. For your worshippers, the flaming spear would be a symbol of courage and determination. They might create replicas of it to carry during battles, significant challenges, or even personal struggles. Some legends may tell of the spear's ability to transform into a guiding flame, leading lost souls to safety or helping warriors find their inner strength when all seems lost. The golden ram. The golden ram, another powerful symbol of Aries, holds immense mythological importance. The ram, with its unshakable resolve and fearless charge, represents your determination to face challenges headfirst. Its golden hue reflects your divine nature, radiating strength, energy, and an indomitable will. In your pantheon, the golden ram would not just be a symbol but a living creature, a mythical being that exists as your sacred companion and protector. Legends might tell of its ability to leap across mountains and seas, its hooves leaving trails of fire wherever it goes. Its horns, glimmering like molten gold, would be said to hold immense power, representing your unstoppable energy and eternal readiness for action. This creature would feature heavily in myths about your deeds. For instance, stories might describe how the golden ram once carried a hero across a deadly battlefield, shielding them from harm with its fiery aura. In another tale, the ram might have sacrificed its own golden fleece to save a struggling kingdom, proving that true strength lies in selflessness. Conclusion. So, if you're an Aries, the stars have destined you to be a fearless leader, warrior, and source of inspiration. You are a god or goddess who teaches others that life is a battle, but one worth fighting. You remind the world that light always triumphs over darkness and that determination and self-belief can overcome any obstacle. So, friends, if you're an Aries, remember this: you already carry that divine spark within you. Be bold, move forward, and never look back. After all, the stars say you were born to conquer.